What a crazy week. I can't believe that this of all weeks has seen two dramatic pieces of breaking Tudor news. What is my life right now? Am I a Tudor drama channel? I'm a Tudor drama channel. Well, anyway. It was announced this week that codebreakers have decoded a series of letters that were written by Mary Queen of Scots during her 19-year imprisonment in England by Elizabeth I. In fact, there are more than 57 brand new letters and over 50,000 words covering her captivity from 1578 to 1584, potentially completely upending how we analyse Mary's role as a key political figure of the 16th century. The letters were stored in the French National Library, categorised at some point as Italian text, which is wild. Is that not what is wild to me? That an archivist at some point in time looked at a series of coded letters and thought, yes, this is clearly early modern Italian. However, members of the Decrypt project, a collective of historians and scientists and cryptologists that work together to decode historical documents, had discovered these and worked to translate the clearly Italian scripts, but found that they recognised French words within the ciphers, phrases such as mon fils and ma liberté, suggesting they were written by a woman held in captivity. And then they found the word Walsingham, and, well, there was only one political female prisoner writing in French to people in France in Elizabeth I's England. Norbert Bierman, Satoshi Tomokiyo, and George Lazary used a combination of traditional code breaking and computer AI to crack the ciphers used by Mary to send secret correspondence to her friends and allies. The codes that Mary actually used are too complex to simply brute force a decryption. That would be where a computer just attempts every possible solution until it discovers the right one. Mary's letters make extensive use of symbols, so the letters of the alphabet are represented by one or two different symbols, and then there are other symbols that are used to substitute the names of key places, key people, and instructions on how to even decode the code. The decryption team used what's called hill climbing algorithm. This is where the computer applies a random key, examines the results, and keeps trying with new variations until the document begins to make some sense, so that manual decoders have a basic structure then to build from. The existence of these letters and other written materials by Mary Queen of Scots has been known about for some time. They've been referenced as sources before in previous historical works, but the actual letters themselves were presumed lost to time before now. Many of the letters were sent to the French ambassador Michel de Castelnau de Montversier and document Mary's political ambitions, her efforts to negotiate release, her use of bribes to key figures in Elizabeth's government, her suspicions of Francis Walsingham and even Robert Dudley. She discusses the health problems caused by extended captivity and her ongoing efforts to try and maintain a relationship over such distance with her son, James VI and I, who she hadn't seen since he was 1 year old, and her worries and her fears that are exacerbated by the distance and the lack of direct contact between them. Not only are these letters the most important new discovery about Mary in roughly a century, but it's believed that there could even be more coded letters out there that may contain further secrets to be discovered. I am stoked. This is such an exciting time to be a student or historian or commentator of the Tudor period, and I cannot wait for the work and analyses and further revelations from these letters that are going to be published in the next few years. I want all the deets, the tea, the top 5 greatest rivalries of Mary Queen of Scots. I think there's only... No, actually, you know what? Maybe there is a top 5 out of that. Either way, I'm pretty pumped. It's very cool. And What a week to be invested in Tudor history. What an exciting week.